Okay, yeah, what is
I
it?
was going to make this the cold opening
Oh.
until you did that. Fuck. Should we just start the cold opening with me getting upset about what you did before we cut the footage?
Let's just let's start. I
Damn
didn't
it.
realize we were doing it for real.
I think all of this is for real right now. This is
Okay.
like
All right,
live.
let's lock in.
We are locked in, Lyn. Oh
Oh,
god.
oh man. Okay.
How about this? How about this? This is how we know it's for real. Welcome to the Jungle Hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
We just spent a good 10 minutes talking about what the cold opening could be and might be.
Yeah.
And then we realized, no, bad idea.
Yeah.
And then Lyn made a good idea good. And then she said something not appropriate for the beginning of an episode. So I said, no, we're not
Yeah.
putting that as the first 5 seconds of the video.
And I didn't realize it was like
We
a
were
thing.
locked in. We were locked in, but Lyn was in her own world.
You were locked in. I was not.
Yes, but I thought I Bluetoothed the idea of being locked in. I didn't realize I didn't Bluetooth connect.
You just took a little UFO above my head and said, beam
Woo, woo,
down, beam
woo.
down.
And there's like a server connection.
Yeah. And there's an error connection up here.
Whoops. All that
Th-
swamp.
yeah.
Swamp in your brain.
Oh, yeah.
But welcome everyone to episode 4 of the Jungle Hour. Going back to our episode about introduction and like a little bit about us and our life, we decided it'd be good to do a little university experience. So I got a hoodie from my school in Lyn.
I have
I can't
a.
see it from my side.
Oh, sorry.
If you stand up, can we see it?
Yeah, possibly. Oh, wait, cut this part out because it's kind of weird. Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh God. Is there your school logo on the back?
It says Gators.
Oh, Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. And I feel like everyone can make a educated guess on where you're from. Lyn went to University of Florida.
Yeah.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
I currently go to University. Oh shit, no, I don't. I go to Queen's University. Wow, I didn't even know the name of my school. I go to Queen's University. This is not the school logo. This is my engineering year logo, and I'll explain that later on in the episode. But Lyn and I kind of talked about her experience and my experience, and we realized it is vastly different for not only degree reasons, but just the campus in general. Lyn, I think it'd be best if you start off with like how did post-secondary happen for you? What did you do? What was your choices?
Yeah, of course. So by me, I had University of South Florida, which is USF, FAU, which is Florida Atlantic University. I also had UT, which is University of Tampa. Like, I have so many options, but I am not a good test taker. So I ended up doing 2 years of community college, and then I transferred to University of Florida. But that was quite an adventure. If you've
So is
ever...
it the whoops.
Oh,
Is it like
sorry.
the equivalent of like a GDE, I think it's called?
A
Grade.
GED is like more like a high school diploma equivalency. I got my AA, which is like Associate of Arts. But if you've
You
ever
went to
watched...
Alcohol Awareness?
Yeah,
Anonymous?
yeah.
Ooh.
Aware. I was very aware. But if you've ever watched the show Community with Allison Brie and Donald Glover, that's basically what it's like. It's just a
Really?
crazy place to be, yeah.
So, okay, so what exactly is community college though? Because is it like the idea that's like there's 20-year-olds and then 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds all attending the same class?
Yeah. There's just like people of all ages.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
So did
pretty
so
interesting.
did you have like incredibly old people in your class?
I would say more like middle age, but for the majority, like everyone was my age range because there was a high school across the street, so they had like early enrollment. So they would just, instead of going to school, high school. They just go to college. What about
So
you?
is community college though as well, like is it night class so that people have a full-time job?
Yeah, they have like night classes too. I think my latest class would end at like 7 or 8.
That's not
I mean, it's not
bad.
too late, but
Yeah, that's not late
yeah,
late.
yeah. But
I'm
it's
in
basically,
university and I have a later class than you do.
yeah, that's true. But it's basically just like the first 2 years of your university degree. That's basically it.
Hmm.
And then once you are finished with those 2 years, then you transfer to a university or college.
So you only applied to U of F?
I actually applied to USF. That was the only school I applied to, and I did not get in because my test
Oh,
scores.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I know. What about you? Like, how
Uh,
how did this come to be? How are you now sitting at Queen's University at this moment? Did you always know you wanted to go there, or was it just kind of like,
For me, it was definitely one of the top choices
yeah,
because for engineering, what it is first, I think across the board, this is how it is for schools. First year is general, so they make you take physics courses, math
mhm,
courses, chemistry courses, professional skills, just because of engineering,
yeah,
and like all these other intro ones. But the thing is, if you know before going to university, okay, just based off of campus tours, I probably
mhm,
want to do civil or geo or mining. Like you want to do something like that. You won't enjoy chemistry classes and you won't enjoy theoretical physics classes in first year, which is what I had. And that's just
oof,
straight up what happened. Yeah.
yeah,
So I did campus tours of Queens and McMaster, and then I think I was going to go to Western to like
mhm,
look. And then I just literally kept forgetting to do a tour. And I think I missed the last time they had a tour. I was like, well,
that's it.
I'll apply for my third slot because I think I did 3 university applications.
Yeah,
But for Queens, their enrollment for disciplines from second and then through fourth year,
mhm,
it's guaranteed. So if my school year, 107 people wanted to go into civil engineering into second year, 107 people will be in civil engineering for my year. And
okay,
then if 63 wanted to do mining, there will be 63 people in mining. Other schools like McMaster, and I imagine this is more general
mhm.
across the board and Queens is just better.
Oh,
Um, what happens is they say there is 75 slots.
mhm,
I'm just using easy numbers. These are
right,
all not for real. There's 75 slots for civil engineering for your year.
yeah,
And then if your GPA is the 77th best, who wants to do civil engineering as their first choice,
they'll let
well,
you
they'll
in.
say no. They'll say no.
Oh,
So I had a friend who had to make a ranking and he said my top choice, my second choice, my third choice, and I think that's the only
okay.
things they care about. Cuz like there's okay, here's where it's weird. There's Eng Chem and Chem Eng and they are different disciplines. Eng Phys, Apple Math, Civil, Mining,
Hold
Mech,
up.
G.
You say Apple Math?
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a slang term at my school. Let me search that up.
I can't believe
Um
Charlie XCX created math. That's crazy.
hey guys, welcome to Apple Math 101. We're going to be talking about
How to be Brat.
how to serve Brat Summer. What is Apple Math Engineering? Oh, it might be an acronym,
Oh,
maybe.
Apple.
Also known
Applied
as Apple
Physical.
Math. Oh,
Wait, can I guess like the acronym? And you tell me if
I,
I'm
I don't know
close?
how legit it is because it's not actually an acronym. I was just
Oh,
stupid when I was reading these letters. Modern electrical, mechanical, communications, control, and artificial intelligence systems required sophisticated mathematic tools.
I don't.
Queen's Mathematics and Engineering program offers an engineering education that is second to none. Okay, that's just something
Oh,
from
I
their
was gonna
website.
say, I don't think that spells out Apple.
MEMCCAIMT.
Yeah, Apple
Yeah, that's
sounds
Apple.
better.
Apple sounds better. I
Yeah.
don't know where the acronym came from, but it's just
That's so weird.
something.
Is it
Um,
like maybe like applied chemical engineering, like something like that?
maybe. I mean, I didn't take it because I
Oh,
think the thing is, like, just the name Apple Math was scary, intimidating for
that
me.
is pretty
So
scary.
I was like, no, I don't wanna. What I did end
Yeah.
up doing though is I knew after campus tour, I was
Mhm.
like, oh wait, pause. Let me rewind to my friend's issue. So let's say he did civil as his top choice, mech as his second choice, and
Yeah.
then computer science. I don't know this. I'm just using three off the top of my head. So he has the 77th best GPA,
Mhm.
and then there's only 75 slots. Well, he doesn't get his first choice, so they look at him compared to second choice. So then they look at the mech people, and if there's mech slots open, he'll get one. If there
Gotcha.
isn't, he might get his third choice. So
Mm.
he ended up redoing classes in first year
Okay.
to get his GPA back up. And the reason, and this guy is very smart. I'm not going to say
Mhm.
names, but I know this guy from high school, and he is like 95 average kind of guy. And the reason he didn't have like this A1 GPA that you would expect from someone like him, like very studious, very
Mhm.
demure, it was because he had a few profs in first year who essentially did not like online school. They
Yeah.
gave up on the idea of it because my first year was COVID. We love
That's
that.
rough.
So he redid a few things and then he ended up getting the one he wanted, but it set
Mhm.
him back by roughly a year, which is not something you want.
Yeah.
But you know,
So
I chose
for
Queens because I knew it was going to be a lot better. It was going to be a lot smoother.
gotcha. That was gonna be my next question. So, do you only get 3 choices?
Well, I don't know. Again, I don't know how it is for like other schools. I'm
Yeah.
just guessing that it's only top three because
Okay.
then they might be going into areas that the person doesn't care for.
Mhm.
Like if it was me in that situation, I would have probably done civil, geo, and then mech, or civil, mech, then geo.
Interesting.
For my school, they have discipline nights, so it's a way for first years to get reassured that, oh, what do you want as your top choice? Like where do you want to go?
Yeah.
So I did the geo night, mining night, mech night, and civil night. And the mining one, it's a very like, oh, this is ethically concerning because of First Nations land and indigenous mining and all this stuff. And
Mhm.
I've heard firsthand from a coworker of mine when I was in high school what it was like, and yikes, very yikes.
Yikes.
So I was like, okay, not to mining.
Mhm.
Geo had areas that I liked and then areas I didn't like. So I was like, okay, I'm not confident, so I don't want to do this.
Right.
And then mech was about 2/3 enjoyable. And then they talked about stuff that I was like, straight up, no. Civil, I didn't have doubt. So I was like, I'm going with civil.
Yeah.
And
That's a good choice.
it's literally as simple as going on the, is Solus a thing for everyone? Does the name Solus ring a bell?
I've never heard of that in my life.
Okay, that might be a name that Queens uses. Solus is just like where you apply for classes, pay tuition, look at your class schedule, make sure that you're enrolled in your requirements, all that
I
stuff.
think that's just your uni thing. Mine's
It might
called
be
1.uf.
1.uf.
Yeah.
Oh, the word one,
Oh
not a
no,
one.
sorry, my bad.
Log in with Gatorlink. No way. Do you guys actually use the term Gatorlink?
Gator Link.
Oh, you
Let's
guys are so
go.
funny, so quirky. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, first year for me, it was just an email that we got on how to do it, and it's literally just I want to be in civil, submit, and then they put you
That's
in civil
crazy.
classes.
I changed my major and it was like this whole thing. Like I actually had to go to the advisor's office, sit there and sign paperwork. I couldn't just do it online.
What? Okay, wait. So were you always business major?
No, I was actually a biology major and I wanted to be a zookeeper
That
and
fits you so well.
I wanted to be a zookeeper. at Animal Kingdom actually. Um,
That also fits you so well.
but I suck at chemistry and I had to take a
Mm.
chemistry class and I already knew in high school it was not my strong suit. So I was like, so I decided business was so general, like I could
Mm-hmm.
pretty much do anything with it. But later down the road, I decided to major in business, and then when I switched to UF, I got a specialization in hospitality and tourism management.
See, okay, that also works for you. Just
Yeah,
like it makes sense. So you did make the right choice. What about zoology? Because isn't that like a major technically,
yeah.
or is that like a subdiscipline of uh
It's
whatever else?
yeah, it's like a subdiscipline, I would say, of biology, but it's more like
Mm.
animal based. However, I felt like the same thing with biology, it's more like vague. So like if I decided I didn't want to work with animals, then I could go into like something other, like a different kind of science, I guess.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then do you make those choices in community college, or is community college like general stuff so that you can get into university?
It's general stuff, so it's like your basic like college math, college reading. I did like a history class. But that's also when you start taking classes geared towards what your potential major is. Because at least the community college I went to, they actually partnered with some of the local universities. So that way, when you applied there as your next step, you already had all the first year credits you needed in terms of like specifically for that
Oh,
major. So I did change my major when I was in community college.
okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good then. That's
Wait,
good.
wait, discipline means major in Canada, right? It's kind of the same thing.
I don't. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be so ignorant on this podcast. So I know that it's like whenever I'm at a friend's house and I meet one of their friends, or I'm at
Yeah.
a party and there's just people mingling, so I'm talking with people. It's I always say like, "What's your major?" or "What are you studying?" Those are the two things I say. And if I know they're in engineering, like if I know it's just people from engineering for
Right.
some reason, like it's one of those parties, I'll say, "What discipline are you in?" Because
Oh,
it's
that's
always,
like a
"Oh, I'm in mech. I'm in civil."
yeah, that's like an
And
engineering term then it seems like.
it might be, yeah.
Okay.
But I I'm so stupid when it comes to this stuff. I think it's because I'm in this bubble of engineering, and
Yeah.
like it's a safety net. And then it's I talk to someone who's in psychology, and I'm like, what kind of stuff do you want to study? Like I actually
Mhm.
met someone over last weekend about who was in psychology, and they were talking about the behavior in partners and relationships. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting, but I think it was that she was studying that at the moment. I don't think that was her major.
Yeah, that might be
But I
like a
know,
project.
yeah, I know that they also do studies with people.
Mhm.
Like they'll bring people in for studies. But the thing I don't understand is, won't someone being a part of a study and being aware of the study affect the outcome, because they will act against what you are expecting? So if they know that they're this little guinea pig, test
Yeah.
rabbit, all this stuff, and they know that you're picking at their brain and trying to make you behave a certain way,
Mhm.
wouldn't some people be influenced to not act that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like placebo pills.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, because you would think that they would act a certain way, and then they
Yeah.
do because they're ignorant. But if someone is aware of
It's
this,
like this is
they're
a
gonna be like,
placebo pill.
exactly, they're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna act a different way.
Or they
I'll
might
say that
think it too much and generate
exactly.
symptoms.
But still, that will still affect the outcome
Right.
of a
It'll be
study.
it'll be skewed.
Hmm. Like even things like nature documentaries, I'm like, doesn't the presence of a human affect the behavior of the animals, or are they so far away that it's almost like they're invisible? Like
That's
you
a
see
good
video,
question.
like you see videos of like bears before hibernation, and
Yeah,
then they check on them once a week, and then after hibernation they're like, okay, now it's a daily filming thing.
right. You
I don't
know,
know.
I don't think I've ever seen like the process of filming a nature documentary. Like I want to know how far away are they or how close are they?
I'll do a
Like, they
quick
have to
search because
have
I'm actually
some
curious about that now.
pretty
How
good
far
cameras.
are
Like, zoom in. Hey, hey.
nature documentary?
Like, I don't know. I used to watch a lot of them when I was in a zoology class in high school, and it's just like so fascinating how close they can get to some of these creatures, especially when they're dangerous.
Wildlife documentary footage is shot using telephoto lenses.
That explains it.
Okay. What are those, like super distant cameras?
Yeah. I mean, they're basically like a telescope.
Mm. So you'll still get the quality you want for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Hmm?
70 to 200 millimeters? No way. Okay, we're kind of veering off of the path of what we're specializing in. Um, you know what I want to know?
Ooh,
I
what?
want to know how much free swag U of F gives you when you're on
Oh,
campus.
I mean, when I went to UF, I was not on campus. I did
What?
online. Yeah, I was online for UF
The entire time.
the entire time. Yeah.
But the uh-huh.
I
But
w- the whole
you got no university experience?
no.
You got the community experience.
Yeah, I only had like one semester I was actually on campus for community college. That was my first semester, but I got a lot of free stuff. I got an airbrush t-shirt. I got free food. They would have food trucks and give you little
Oh.
coupons. I would be like, "Ooh."
Were
Um,
they good food trucks?
yeah, they had like an edible cookie dough one.
Oh
It
my
was really
goodness.
good.
Okay. I'm gonna side tangent for a quick sec. I
Do it.
did in high school. I did a overseas 1 credit, kind of like a way to see the world thing.
Mhm.
And I went and we were in Australia, and they had this cookie dough place, like it was a chain that
Yeah.
they had down there, down under, and it was some of the best cookie dough I ever ate. And it was like
So
edible
good.
cookie dough, and they also had a milkshake version, which was impressive.
Milkshake? Like,
Mhm.
was it a cookie dough milkshake or was it like a milkshake flavored cookie dough?
I want to say it was like a third ice cream, a third cookie dough, and then milk,
Okay.
and then they blend that all up.
That
So it
sounds
was
really
really
good.
thick. It still had that ice cream consistency, but you could taste cookie dough when you were drinking it.
That sounds really good.
It was incredible. Okay, sorry, continue. So food truck, edible cookie
Yeah,
dough.
edible cookie dough. They also had like a wellness event and they had like the flavored air or like the scented
They had
air.
Galaxy Gas.
Galaxy gas.
Hell yeah! I want to go to U of Florida.
Oh my gosh, this was not at University of Florida. This was at my community
Oh,
college.
whoops! I'm stupid. My
Sorry,
bad.
it's okay. Um, but yeah, you like put it like up your nostrils, and I remember doing it with one of my friends I went to high school with, and we were
Hmm.
taking the same class, so we decided to do it. And it was like just a weird feeling. It just felt like someone stuck a fan up your nostril, but it was like scented. I think mine was like mint scented.
Was it like a breezy mint? Like it
Yeah,
felt like a lot of
it was like
what is that stuff called?
cooling.
Menthol, like
Yeah, and
menthol.
I think about it sometimes. I'm like, dang, that was kind of a crazy experience.
Why do
But
I feel like that was also the same era where frozen yogurt was so popular?
oh my gosh, I'm not that ancient.
No, that's not old. Frozen yogurt was like when I was in high school.
Frozen yogurt was a big thing, I would say 2014.
I was in high school in 2014. Wait, was I?
I was too.
Hold on. No, I was in. It was 2016 when I started high school.
Oh
Shit.
my gosh.
No, I think frozen yogurt was a thing from like 2011 until 2019.
It dropped off after 15, I feel like, at least here.
I think Canada's a little slow and we kept them going. But the issue was they were everywhere. You just
Yeah.
had frozen yogurt, and then you had frozen yogurt,
We still have a
and you had
frozen
more
yogurt.
frozen yogurt.
It's like
Now that
Menchie's.
oh, Menchie's we had too. You know what? I kind of miss frozen yogurt now that I say this all out loud. I think ice cream's too heavy sometimes.
To me, that it all tastes the same.
No, it doesn't. You're telling me if I gave you a pint, not pint, if I gave you
Yeah.
a scoop of chocolate
Yeah.
ice cream,
Okay.
and I let you blind taste test it. And then I
Okay.
had a thing of frozen chocolate, frozen yogurt.
I'd just
I
be
let you
like,
try it.
ice cream to both.
But
Anything
you won't know the
frozen.
difference?
No, not really. Sometimes frozen yogurt is very convincing.
That of what?
It tastes like real ice cream.
It's
There's
not
one that
trying to be ice cream.
I know, but it has the consistency sometimes and the taste. I feel like frozen yogurt like has a weird off taste, but depending on where you go, it will taste like ice cream.
I think you have Florida parasites in your brain telling you otherwise. There's
I
no way you think ice cream and frozen yogurt taste the same and feel the same.
I need to go to Menchie's and do a comparison or Publix.
I really hope you cold open the next episode and you have both of them next to each other and you try and tell me they taste the same.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I hope so
I
because
will.
I'm going to say you're lying to me.
Me eating ice cream on episode? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a great cold opening.
A
Tune in
literal
next week
cold
where we
opening.
mukbang. Ah, nice.
Uh,
Way to go, Lyn. Way to go.
thank you.
Damn. So you were just an iPad kid for 4 years, though? Or how long? 2 years at U of F?
I was at UF for 2 years, but I was like right around COVID. I was starting my sophomore year. So I literally did 3 years online, 3.5 years online. It's
Damn.
not that bad though. I prefer it because I get more work done.
But were you online because of COVID or was the program online?
The program was online.
Okay, so at least
Yeah.
COVID didn't bugger up the classes for you. Aren't
No,
you lucky?
I know. How did that work out for you?
It worked out, honestly, for the better, I think.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I think this was North America. Like, both you and I had
Yeah.
this. February, I think 12th or 13th. It
Mhm.
was like a date like that. Um, Airline shut down, borders closed, official COVID lockdown, all this stuff. There was, I think, 3 days of leeway where people knew something was going on. So you
Mhm.
would go to the store, like in Canada, like where I was living,
Yeah.
and it would be no shelves, empty toilet paper, empty canned
Mhm.
foods, empty bottled water. Like people were taking the start of COVID where I was as like a truly scary pandemic, which is valid. You don't know what's going on, and you can
Yeah.
only do as much as you can to be safe. So that was 12th or grade 12 for me,
Mhm.
which is what, senior year for you?
Yep, senior year.
Why do you guys not use just 9, 10, 11, 12?
I mean, we do, but we also call them like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
I would think sophomore would be after junior. Like I think it'd go freshman, junior, sophomore, senior.
I want to know who came up with these words.
Some silly little American who also made the what is it, metric system? No, imperial system.
I like
Feet,
the
inches, yards. No, don't.
I like
Lyn.
it. I'm not kidding. If I see something in like kilograms or whatever, I'm like, what? And
Oh my
I
god.
have to like translate it for work sometimes. I'm like, what is this?
Hold on, I found something for you.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Digit, cubic. No. I want to find the one where it's like it's this weird chart where it's like 12 inches are in a feet, this many yards are in a mile.
What?
Oh, okay, imperial units, and then the
Okay.
number of smaller imperial units. So 1 inch is the smallest you have. A foot is 12 inches. A
Okay.
yard is 3 feet. A mile. Guess how many yards are in a mile? Let's ask that question.
Oh my god, I used to know this.
If you're within 50, I'll be impressed. So I'll give you a plus
Okay.
minus 50.
300.
You are off by 1460. 1 mile is 1700, and I think that says 60 on my computer yards. And then if we go into like weighing something, an
Yeah.
ounce is your smallest.
Okay.
16 ounces are in a pound.
Yes.
14 pounds are in a stone. And then for like liquids, a pint is the smallest, a gallon is 8 pints.
You know what? I feel like this is like our own university here. Welcome to the Jungle Hour University.
We're learning about
Population, us.
we're learning about units and why imperial makes no sense.
It makes sense to me.
Mm-mm.
I hate when I find a
Uh,
recipe on TikTok or something and it's like in metric. I'm like, what is
See,
this?
the only thing I'll give you is I do like working in inches and feet. I think it's a lot
Yeah.
easier to measure something like that. Though, like university standard, we do learn in meters.
Okay.
I have a prof I have to talk about that after my tangent. So, first year or grade 12.
Yeah.
COVID shuts down stuff. My current school year is 2 classes.
Right.
One online physics class, one uh oh uh oh man, it's a math class that starts with an A.
Applied science. No. Applied
No,
mathematics. Algebra.
algebra. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was an algebra course. And we had one test before COVID happened. And I think I got a 90 something on it because it was like
Mhm.
the intro of everything. So it was very simple. And then because of COVID, schools didn't prepare for this and they didn't have an online infrastructure to
Yeah.
support online. So what my school district did was say, whatever your grade is at the moment in your classes is your grade. If you choose to do work and you do something worth a mark that improves your grade will get better. If you get a mark that lowers your mark will stay as what it was before that,
Okay.
which I think is a little odd, but I just went with I'm going to stick with my 90 something.
Yeah. Okay.
However,
Flex on us.
it was one test. It was not
Just
anything.
one.
It was stuff about like what is the probability of you grabbing this light bulb followed by this light bulb in a box that's this by this. We're also learning
Can't
about
do
that
that.
function with exclamation mark. So if you see 5 with an exclamation mark mathematically, that means the person is trying to say 1 times 2 times 3 up until 5.
I don't like math. That just hurt my brain.
Oh, I love math. I am such a math brain. It's awesome. That's why I'm in engineering, in all
But
honesty.
trust me, you're an engineer.
Oh, don't. Okay, now we have to. This episode is just us going on side tangents because we keep thinking of things that aren't just our.
I
Okay.
feel like that's our brand at this point.
Yeah, and it's great. In all honesty, it
We
adds
love
for
it.
more. It adds for more chapters.
Yeah.
So the thing Lyn's referencing, that right there, where my finger
Yes.
is a new tapestry that I got because my room is way too white. Like it's an apartment building, or yeah, apartment building for students to live in, and it's just white paint. This entire building is white paint. My door is white. Obviously, the walls are white. I have a closet next to me that is two white sliding doors with small gray handles, so it's just white. My bathroom is completely white. The sink is white. I think the only thing not white in this house is the fridge, the couch that thankfully came with the place,
The
and
flooring.
this. Okay, it's beige. That does not count.
Okay.
And then actually, I don't know if can you? No, you can't see it. Damn it. There's also a sliding door for the front closet. That's also white. I brought that mat, so that doesn't count. So it's just very whitewashed in this building, and it's not something I like. So I first had this from when I was in second, third year, and I like it. It's kind of civil. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. But then I had a really big wall next to my bed, and I
Oh
said,
man.
"What? Am I
No,
going on too long?
this kills me.
Should
Keep
I take
going.
it down? Should I take it down and bring it in front of the camera?
No, just keep going.
Just because you said, nah, actually, I'm gonna bring it
Oh
down.
my gosh.
Lyn, we're gonna play the fun game where I say entertain everyone while I step away from the mic.
I feel like I do this every single episode. Um, so You guys are not prepared for what he's about to show. When he showed me this, I thought this was hilarious, and I still think it is.
It
And
is funny,
I'm
but it's
low
cool.
key glad he's bringing it down. I couldn't tell if he was serious about this or not, and he is 100% serious, and I love it. And he's gonna explain all the jokes too.
It's really hard to find. Can you hear me from this distance?
Yes.
Okay, good. There is not a lot of engineering related things that
Mm-hmm.
are also like vaguely mature. This was like one of the best ones I could find, and I'm proud
Okay.
of it.
All right. Show it off. Show it off. We'll hype you up.
Can you read it? Oh,
Trust me.
wait. Oh, damn it,
Trust
the
me.
mic. Why is nothing working this episode?
Trust me. Braden's an engineer. Look how
Yeah, I'm
trustworthy he looks. Would you
I
trust
should
this
trust
man
it.
to build some bridges?
Okay, in terms of jokes, there's not a lot of jokes on here. There's
Oh.
just that one. I can't point to it. It's below the E and the N,
Mm-hmm.
and it's negative. It's root -1, 2 cubed, the symbol for sum, and then 3.14. So the first one is I in mathematical terms. 2 cubed is 8. The sum symbol, you'll have to know that from math. And
Some.
3.14 is pi. Well, it is the pi symbol. So the joke is I ate some pie.
Yum.
Thank you for making me do this, Lyn. Actually, I made it myself do this.
I love
But
it.
but in terms of school merch,
Yeah, look at
here's the
him.
queen symbol. I'm gonna put this back up now.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I think it's so funny. Trust me, I'm an engineer. I like it.
Did you not have? Oh wait, no, you just lived at home. But did you not get like banner? Did you get banners and stuff when you were in university?
No.
Nothing.
No. I mean, the nice thing is they sent me a license plate holder for my car. So I have that on my car.
That's so American of you.
It really is, but I don't really have any like things showing that I went there, really. I have my cap and gown still in my closet, which is pretty cool. Um,
Is there a gator on it?
no, I wish. It's just plain black with like orange lettering embroidered.
I'm almost done.
Ooh. Good, because I have some burning questions for you when you come back. All right. He's back.
You have burning
Okay.
questions?
I
Your
do.
ears
I
are
do.
burning?
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, I got some interesting merch. Did you get anything interesting?
Did I?
Did you?
I mean, it's kind of hard because it's
Right.
like I'm trying to think like back to first year. First year, I'll be honest, was very blurry because it was
Hmm.
all online.
Right.
It was just like Queens is a social place. It
Hmm.
is a social university. Though it's kind of hard to talk to people when everyone is online
Yeah.
and not a lot of people have good communication skills, so it's kind of hard to figure out
Tea.
who to talk to, and you can't throw a party and you can't really see people.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
hard.
odds of you living in the same city as someone going to school at the same place for the same discipline is going to be pretty low. uh but for merch, I have, obviously this was after the logo was designed, and I believe logos are made by my year. So if you're artistic and you make that. I really want to find out what other logos there were from my
Yeah.
year, because it's like a yearly thing. So there's a Psi 25, there's a Psi 26.
They should
There
have a
was,
yearbook.
I hope so. I think I'm going to do a little research after this to see what logos could have been.
Hmm.
I think that's fun.
That'd be awesome.
I have those little triangle banner things.
The pennants.
Is that what they're called? Pennant. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a pennant that says Queens. I have some like classic blue, yellow, red hoodies.
Mhm.
I have a few things like that.
Nice.
Why? What merch? What other merch do you have?
I mean, like, official UF merch, I have this jersey, I have a
Hmm.
few shirts, my cat has a matching jersey.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and he has a little matching bandana too.
Aw.
So I don't know, I have quite a few things, but,
Like all football related stuff, though, right?
yeah, for the most part.
Is it because you of Florida is a big football place, or is that just an American thing?
Well, college football is, like, a big thing in the States,
Hmm.
especially, like,
Okay.
in my region. I don't know, it's just, like, it's a thing. I don't really like sports, but I'll root for my team. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
call
that's
me
fair.
call me a fake fan, but does Queens have sports? Or is
We
it,
have
like, engineering sports, like robotics and
clubs.
yeah, clubs, clubs.
Oh God. Okay, I was actually part of a an engineering club.
Oh my god, no way.
I don't know if it's like you have to be in engineering, but I know it's
Yeah,
like something that they tailor to engineers.
okay.
So the one I was in was called Bridge Building Team. And what you have to do is you have popsicle sticks, wood glue, and a very specific type of string.
Mhm.
I think it's actually dental floss.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. And what you have to do is you have to make a bridge, like a scale model
Yeah.
bridge, to go underneath a hydraulic press to see how much force it can resist.
Oh my god.
And then you go until it snaps. Because when it snaps, the machine won't register resistance, meaning
Yeah,
it's the
it
item
won't
in question has hit its limit.
yeah,
So it means that it is broken. So it calibrates as that was the maximum it's ever hit, and any force applied after that is just zero.
that's crazy.
So the part that makes it difficult is that the bridge must fit in a box of certain dimensions and can't exceed that. So you could make the most sturdy bridge in bridge building, but if it can't fit in the box because you can't take apart certain sections, you're
Mhm.
doomed.
Oh,
What my group did when I did it one year, we did similar to that bridge in England. Famous
the London
bridge.
Bridge?
No, it's got a
Oh.
different name. In
This reminds
Spider-Man
me
Far From Home, because the only
this
reason I know about this bridge is because I'm a Spider-Man fan.
this reminds
Tower
me
Bridge.
oh, okay.
So you know how it has so Tower Bridge is obviously the base,
Yeah.
columns, an upper deck, and then like uh what are those called? I'm in engineering. I should know this, damn it. Kind of like support beams, not
Yeah.
beams. The thing like they're loose. They're meant for tension essentially.
Okay.
So what my group proposed was a base for obviously the thing to get the load applied to,
Right.
and then angled truss to connect from the middle down,
Mhm.
made of popsicle sticks, because if it was in compression the wood would resist that well,
Mhm.
and then that reaction force would connect up,
Okay.
and to
Great.
stop it from bending in we had supports on the top, and then to resist that from going inwards we also were going to use the dental floss and braid it so that it would be even stronger, because we saw an episode of
Ooh.
Mythbusters that improves the tensile strength,
Mhm.
and those would go from the middle down outwards.
I like
And
that.
my genius takeaway from all of it was I proposed we used castle joints,
Mhm.
which is if you just imagine like an old school castle
Yeah.
tower, it's just going to be two notches on both outsides. So it's like up, down, and then that's
Yeah.
how it looks on all four faces. So if you do that, and then you have, I'm gonna draw it out actually, and hopefully it
Ooh.
registers on the camera.
See, this club reminds me of an activity I did in school where we had to build like a house or something out of pretzels and marshmallows.
Hmm. Wow, that's
I
impressive.
know. Now I really want to build a bridge out of marshmallows and pretzels. That's what we should do one episode.
Oh, did I draw this notch wrong?
Put
Oh,
our
damn it.
building skills to the test.
How does the notch go? Oh, it goes. Da, 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 da. Ah, I drew it down, damn it.
Dang.
I am not an artist in any way. So when we start making merch, we're going to have to outsource that. No offense, Lyn.
Damn.
Okay. So hopefully you can see this. So
Yeah.
basically, this beam would connect one tower to the next tower
Okay.
because the notches on the tower would
Right.
be indented, and basically this on the outside would be in line with here.
Oh, they would just interconnect.
Mm-hmm. So because they're interconnected, if one tries to move in the X direction, like this
Mm-hmm.
way, then it'll get stopped because the beam in this direction can't move forward anymore.
Okay.
Thinking, thinking. So I proposed that idea and it was going to work perfectly. And I
Mm-hmm.
use terms like was and if because we had a second COVID in
Yeah.
Kingston because I think it was the Queen's hockey team got sick,
That's not good.
and they got sick with this variant of COVID that essentially was really it was really shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sad little bugger. It was weak, and it just spread like wildfire. So it was a
Yeah.
very quick moving virus, but a very easy to get over virus.
Gotcha.
But it was still bad, and we had to do the second half of second year half online.
Oh, so it was kind of
So
like you had to do that 2 years in a row, essentially.
almost. So what it was so first year entirely online. I lived from home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to move to Kingston. I saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
Second year fall semester, which in Canada is September until December,
Mm-hmm.
um, on or in person, but they made you wear masks inside the rooms, and the prof had the option to wear a mask because since he's so far away,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. But there were some profs that wore it, and you could not hear a single thing they were saying.
Oh my God.
And then leading up to the exams, the hockey team got sick, and then it went everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I believe this. I don't know if this is a fact. This is what I heard.
Ooh, rumor.
I'm saying that so that I don't get in trouble for spreading false information. I'm saying this is
Allegedly.
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 And then when that happened, Queen sent out an email that was something along the lines of allegedly. Um,
Allegedly.
Exams will be spaced out. We can still do in-person exams. It's fine because they were going to space out the desk by 6 meters. I am not kidding when I say if my desk was here,
Yeah.
the guy sitting behind me was this far away, and I
Damn.
rolled back maybe 5 inches or so.
Yeah.
We were back to back. And if we want to talk about the guy next to me, this much.
Oh
We
man.
were right next to each other. So
That's not very social distancing there.
there's no COVID spacing. And
Yeah.
everyone was talking about that. It's like there's like this is still not proper. And
Mm-hmm.
like if they're gonna talk about it, they should at least, do it. So first half exams in person happened. Second half exams, they said, okay, we have to let the profs handle this the best way they want to. And
Yeah.
one of the courses I was not a fan of, the prof gave us three options. He said you can either do the exam in January, you can do an alternative assignment
Mm-hmm.
with everyone online, no talking, and a TA will be on the call. So if he
Yeah.
notices anything, he'll call you out. And the third option was there's a new syllabus for grade redistribution.
Okay.
And if you choose that, you can calculate your grade and choose what you want from the three.
Yeah.
And with the redistribution, it was kind of like both tests had 5% more. The final lab that we had in the class was an extra 10%, and then I think 5% went somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did my math and it was like 90 in the class because of the redistribution. I was like, I'm taking that, thank you very much.
I'm out of here.
And then winter semester second year, which is January until April for Canada.
Yeah.
It was first 6 weeks online, second 6 weeks in person, but there was still these weird restrictions and like worries.
Mm-hmm.
And then a third year was the only time I actually had proper school. So third and fourth year are the
Dang.
only two times I've had actual university.
Mm-hmm.
Second year was kind of buggy. First year didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm glad like things are back to normal though.
It's
Like
kind
it
of
seems like
yeah.
this semester you're really like living your best life.
I'm locked in.
You're locked in.
I'm an academic weapon.
Yeah.
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 It's good though.
It is. So
I
I
think it
know,
works out better though for me.
yeah. So I know you mentioned that the professor kind of like offered the group project thing, but you couldn't talk during like the Zoom
Oh,
call.
sorry. I explained that poorly. So he didn't call it a test. He called it
Yeah.
an assignment. And it was
Okay.
just like everyone could see the TA screen that had the assignment information.
Okay.
And for like assignments in this kind of class, it was
Yeah.
kind of like the data in the question will give you what you need. And then
Hmm.
you know the equations and you know the laws, like,
Hmm.
or the rules, like that a past person, like professor, would have made up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, based off of this data and the equations I have to work with, the I don't know, the acidity of this will
Hmm.
be this, the porosity will be that, whatever.
Yeah.
I forget the exact details of the class.
Did you have like any crazy group projects though? Like
Oh my god,
like
we
any
have a
crazy situations?
uh again, I don't know if this is all of engineering or if this is just Queens, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of projects that happen.
Dang.
So first year, there's a project that they had to change because it was all online.
Hmm.
Um, it was kind of just like an intro one. It wasn't anything crazy. Second year, going into civil, we actually have something called bridge building, where the first week of second year we have no classes except for one where it's like team building, collaboration, professional skills, and design course. And you have to get recyclable materials plus duct tape or anything else like that.
Ooh.
And you have to make a boat out of cardboard
That
that'll
sounds
float.
fun. That sounds fun.
And then
Oh,
you go to a river nearby. It's like a bus ride away,
yeah.
and you go in your boats and you do a lap. That's I don't know, probably 10 meters or 20 meters, something like that. And you go up the river and you come right back, and it's basically best three times get a prize, like first, second, third.
Wait. A boat you can sit in.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I was thinking like a little paper boat.
Mm-mm. No,
Oh,
it could hold 8 of us. So all the
I'd be
teams were grouped.
afraid.
It was fun though. It was like, so every group is 10 people,
Hmm.
and the minimum your boat could handle was 5. And every person above that, you would get a time reduction of I think 5 or 10 seconds or something like
Yeah.
that. So it
It's kind
was
of cool.
we maximized it, so we were able to get 7 people on our boat. We did two, 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 then one, and
Yeah.
the one was steering if we were drifting too much left or right.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a lot of fun.
That sounds
Uh,
fun.
but it's kind of sad because they said like there's like an 80% chance your boat will float and you'll be fine based off of like every other year. In my year, there was a single boat that sank. So everyone was like, oh, damn, that's awkward.
That
But the reason their
sucks.
boat sank, and I'm going to call them out for this, their boat
Oh.
was designed with two sections held up by a lot of recyclable uh, bottles. And then you would sit in the middle. So it would be stuff, and then where you sat in the middle. And the second the guy sat down, it just went like this
I would have
into the
cried. I would have been
it
so
was
embarrassed.
everyone was just like, oh no.
No.
And then they were like one of the middle groups to go, so everyone else was like, well, maybe a second boat will sink. And then
Yeah.
none of them sank.
Oh,
I was like, oh no.
that
Oh
sounds
no.
like a fun project though.
It was a lot of fun, honestly. And then throughout the year, I designed a Zeb, which is a zero emission building, a scale model buoy, which I don't have. It is at home, and I am very proud of it. There's also breakwater dams. Do you know what those are?
I think so. Are
It's
they like
like,
more like levees in a
what's a
way?
levee? How do you spell levee?
Levee. I know what a dam is, but
Okay. So similar idea.
okay.
So if you had a dam and you had too much water coming over,
Yeah.
you would open up this like spillway, and it
Uh,
would help reduce water by like bringing it downstream
okay.
to reduce the total volume of water that the dam is holding back, because otherwise it would spill over. And typically the spillway is designed to be the most efficient route to like
Gotcha.
maximize speed, but at high velocities, water can just like eat away at concrete and eat away at all the other materials. So you make breakwaters that essentially force the level of water from being really low, hitting it, and then all that momentum is slowed down, which forces the water level to come up. So it essentially makes
Ooh.
the water go like this and then really slow, like quick, and then it hits it and it slows down, and it has to be this big for the rest of the channel.
I gotta look this up.
It's actually really cool stuff.
I know what I'm
See,
gonna read
engineering
on
is fun.
Wikipedia.
Engineering is fun.
It does sound fun.
Aside from that, I have a fourth year project that's called Capstone, and it's essentially in a group of 4 to 5 people. You
Mhm.
have a actual client you work with a company,
Yeah.
and you have to. For me, I have to work on a structural building. Other people, it could be working on channels of a dam for water.
Hmm.
Other people could be maximizing decontamination sites for drinking water and just things like that. So
It's
this is
cool.
like early phases, so I'll probably bring it up later in the podcast,
Yeah.
but it's fun. What about you? Is
Sounds
there a lot of
fun.
group projects when it comes to Lyn's life?
I mean, there really wasn't, but there was one really notable one. I was in a class, it was hotel marketing or hospitality marketing. So we had to come up with a original concept or something, and my group decided to do some kind of like hotel type thing. And I was working with two siblings,
Oh
one of my
no.
friends, and then I think like another random person. And we're all supposed to meet over Zoom, obviously, and plan it out, but we all had different schedules, different lives. And like I was contributing, my friend was contributing, these two, I want to say they were twins. Twins were
Not too
contributing.
sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a while ago. But it was like a brother and a sister. And then it was like the other person. Like we were all contributing. But then one time, like the brother like hit us up in the chat and was like, "Oh, hey guys, like no need to worry on this project anymore. My sister and I are just gonna finish it all for you guys." I was like, "What?"
What?
Because they were like obviously working together because they're siblings. So I guess one
Hmm.
night they just completely like finished the whole entire project. This was like a semester's long project, and they did
But
it.
do they do well?
Yeah, they submitted it on behalf of like our group.
Oh my gosh.
And we did like really good, but I was like, that's kind of insane. Like, I actually really wanted to work on this. Like, it was a very interesting concept, and I wanted to do it.
What a plot twist though.
Yeah, I know.
Holy.
And my friend was like, "Do you think we should get them like a gift card or something?" I was like, "No, that looks sus at that point. Like, if you were to
Yeah,
pay them
no.
monetary things, no." But yeah, I don't know. That was like the weirdest group project I've ever had, and I feel like I've had other group projects too, but that one was just it just like always stands out in my mind. Like that was so weird.
I don't think I've ever had something like that happen to me.
It was crazy.
People are very much like, you're doing a fifth of work, and you're doing a fifth of work, and
Yeah.
you're doing a fifth. But like, just to take it all in a lump sum, that's
Yeah.
also impressive.
I have to say we were probably halfway through the semester, so we did like our half of the work. And I think we had to do like a PowerPoint as well as a report, and they just finished what we had, like all of it.
Damn.
And we just didn't
Damn.
communicate for the rest of the semester, I don't think. I was like,
Yeah, most of the uh most of the projects are kind of just random groups.
yeah,
So I think that's better though, because then you need to learn how to work with people that you're not
hmm
friends with.
yeah,
Because if you just make your little clique constantly,
hmm
you're just gonna you're gonna be stuck thinking that the world revolves around these kind of people.
yeah,
But like if it's completely random people, then oh, it's just it is what it is.
yeah,
I think I met one of my close friends from uni or in
hmm
uni because of my second year project. Like it was a group of 5 and one of them just didn't do anything and I kind of just I'm not a fan personally. Other 2 people I talk with infrequently, but they're kind of just like they have their life, I have my life, whatever.
right,
And then this other guy, and then he introduced me to uh, a house near school that had like literally just a house, but it's a house that is great for parties to be hosted at.
yeah.
So now I kind of just hang out at
Party.
that house every single weekend, which is
That's so
fun.
nice.
Oh yeah, that's great. And kind of glad too because in first year you meet everyone, so you
hmm
meet people that don't end up taking civil. For me, for example,
hmm
and then you start meeting people actually in civil. For me, for example,
Yeah.
and you realize, oh, okay, I straight up never had class with you because we were in completely different schedules during first year.
hmm
It's fun though.
I love that for you. Living your
Mm-hmm.
best life. Ooh.
Ooh. And tired chronically.
Yeah. You're so close to graduating, though.
I know.
We need
I don't know
all
why. I also did internship, so it just feels like shit. I'm back in
nonstop
school. I'm
work.
studying again.
We need all of the Jungle Hour to show up at your graduation. Like all of our fans and subscribers.
So what? The 3 people that you and I know at the moment that are watching this show consistently. Hi, Pia.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're watching this.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, you better show up. I would like my co-host to say hi to me when I graduate.
I am definitely going to show up. I will
I
be
hope
there
so.
rain or shine or snow
Because it's Canada.
or hurricane.
It's not Florida.
I know, but if I leave here, there might be a hurricane.
We'll go before one then. Duh.
I can't predict the weather.
Boo.
Boo.
I think we yapped long enough about university, though.
Yeah. I'm
We
like,
might do a follow-up episode because I feel like there's still a lot about university that we have not
there's
addressed.
so much. I honestly feel like we just earned our degree of yapping from the Jungle Hour University. And you
What was
guys
our
have
what was our university called? Serve and Cunt?
Serving Cunton University.
Was it Serve and Cuttin?
Serving Cunton University.
That we need merch of.
Yeah, we do. I need like booty shorts with like it rhinestone, like Serving Cunton University, property of Serving Cunton University.
Okay, now that's chronically early 2000 of you to say.
I love it.
Isn't there a movie where they do that? Is it
I
Mean
feel like
Girls?
there's 1,000, yeah, Mean Girls. Like Juicy Couture velour tracksuits were it back in the day. They still are. They're coming back around.
Damn straight.
Oh
I mean,
hell
I wouldn't
yeah.
know.
Well, when we make our merch, you're gonna get a pair.
You're gonna make me. If it helps with the sales, maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna model them for us.
What? You're not?
Yeah, I will too.
Oh, okay. You said that like it was just gonna be me.
No, we're co-hosts. We gotta do it together.
Deal.
Deal.
But until we do that, I think that's the end of today's episode.
What a great
Lyn,
one.
what a great one. What a
Yeah.
great engineering, great community episode.
Yes. But until then, stay
Stay wild.
wild.
Hey, we did it in time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!